What was that? You want to see the cryopods?
Listen, I'll cut to the chase. I hear you have the body of Richard Nixon down there.
It's the body, the soul, and the whole existence of himself, and right now I believe he's playing as Luigi as much as he hates it.
So he's alive? You have Richard Nixon alive in the basement?
More or less. The cryogenic process does seem to have negative effects on practically everybody, except, of course, Daisy Chain over here. My prime specimen who left me, Daisy.
I come back whenever I can. Don't you want me to be out there supporting myself?
Can I drop into stealth and try to find the basement?
Yeah, of course.
I want to do that.
4 hits.
You get away without anybody seeing you, so where do you go?
I'm looking for the basement.
Okay, there's a door under a set of stairs that feels like it's the basement, and it is.
Is it locked in any way?
No, it's open.
All right, go down there.
You hear the telltale sounds of video gaming from the basement.
Is Richard Nixon down there?
You emerge in the basement, down some stairs. There's a ledge you have to duck under, or else you'll hit your head. It only clears about 5'5". You got to duck, and you enter into a carpeted basement with just a single light, just like about a foot high that shows some sunlight. Otherwise, it's completely dark in here. They're all seated around a couch with a giant flat screen TV where they are indeed playing Super Mario World. You see that currently Walt is based on the name. It's Walt Disney on the left. It's Richard Nixon on the right, and it is John Lennon who is sitting in a beanbag chair. You hear them argue as they talk. Richard Nixon says, "Now, Mr. Walt Disney, I don't understand how you could force me to play Luigi once again. I play player 1, not number 2. I am, of course, not a cuck." And Walt Disney goes, "Ha ha! I was the first one here who picked up the controller before the rest of you. Ha ha! So that means I'm Mario, you son of a bitch." And John Lennon goes, "Right, mates, I just felt like sitting in the beanbag and watching you play me favorite game," he says, and he rubs his eyes weirdly, and his right arm is completely paralyzed. John Lennon's hair is too long. Richard Nixon is wearing a shirt that says G is for gamer. It doesn't fit him very well, as in it's too small because he is extremely overweight. And he's sweating out of the armpits. Meanwhile, Walt Disney is wearing no shirt and a tie.
No. This is a psycho.
As you stand behind them, you watch as Walt Disney repeatedly tries to jump on the same Goomba after it dies over and over again. Goes, "Ha ha! Die, you son of a bitch! I'm stepping on you." "Oh, I think it's already dead, Walt Disney. I think it's already dead." "Ha ha! It's not dead until I see it go." And then it fades off into the distance. Goes, "Ha ha!"
I think I'm so disillusioned by seeing my idol John Lennon participate in this benign and capitalistic activity that I will remain unseen.
Yeah.
And presumably if they're calling for me.
Yeah.
John Lennon's hand goes from his eye, travels down his face, and goes into his mouth where he accidentally gags himself a little bit and spits up on his own shirt. And says,
"This is the worst thing
and
I've ever seen."
He goes, "Oi, folks, imagine a world where you don't accidentally puke on yourself."
Imagine all the people
Not puking
on
their
your
dicks.
Oh my God! All right, well,
puking on their dicks.
the worst thing that I could have ever. Like maybe at first I saw Lennon there and I wanted to get him out of there, but seeing him behave like
This is where he belongs.
John Lennon and Walt Disney are very opposed to what they do, but eagle-eyed Walt Disney and Richard Nixon are too obsessed with what they do. But eagle-eyed John Lennon kind of like weirdly leans his head up and goes, "Oi, mates, we've got a friend in town," looking right at you, stealth in the back of the room. And Richard Nixon turns around and goes, "Is it a girl? I really want to have sex with a girl." But they can't see you because you've ducked into the corner. And John Lennon, with his one hand, starts urging you over like this. His right hand doesn't move at all. He goes, "Oi, come over here. See if you can kill the Goombas with us." You just now notice how bad it smells, and you see all of the pizza boxes that have been sitting there for ages.
This is my worst nightmare. I will leave.
So as you start leaving is right around when everybody else starts coming down the stairs.
Toot.
As you come down, John Lennon goes, "Cool! It's Daisy Chain." "Oh, better watch out, Daisy Chain. Richard Nixon's real randy these days."
Hi, boys. Bet you didn't expect to see old Daisy Chain today.
"Oh, it's Daisy Chain, my my big sister. And Richard Nixon tries to like turn over and knocks the entire couch over, crawls on his hands and feet, blubbering towards you and goes, "Oh, Daisy Chain, it's such a wonderful thing to see you." And he kisses you on the
Richard,
foot
it's
once.
Good to see you.
He kisses you on the foot once, and he goes, "Well, I'll kiss you on the other foot if you'd like."
I know you always loved my feet for some reason. All right.
He's
it's
showing
all
a lot of
right.
ass crack right now out of his
All right.
otherwise his tidy whities
Well,
and
boys,
his gamer shirt.
It's so good to see you, but I have to say, we are in a real hurry, in a real pickle. We are
Well,
being...
I've been keeping the. John Lennon stands up. He says, "I've been keeping the what's it called? Bean bags warm for you. There's a bit of vomit on there, but we can just turn it around." And he turns around.
There's
the other
no
side.
gaming for me
Why-
today, boys. We
Well,
gotta
you
go
can
out
watch
to the
us
patio.
Game, then. Yes, please, Daisy Chain, watch us game. Haha, yeah, watch us play the video games.
How about this? We're gonna go out to the patio and we're gonna have a grown-up talk about being pursued by mercenaries, and from the sliding glass door, we'll watch you so we can talk and see at the same time.
Now, fucking Walt Disney, you better not fucking play badly because Daisy Chain's gonna be watching and judging us this whole time. All right? So you better play right or else give me the fucking controller because you know I'm better as a Mario than I ever was as a motherfucking Luigi. And you go into the back room. And they start playing louder. Daisy Chain, we got a Yoshi. I got Yoshi, and
Oh
I
my
wanted you
God,
to see.
look at those
It's just the
eggs.
green one, but I'm working toward the blue one. I'm telling you.
Make sure you
I think
get
I'm
all the
moved by that
apples.
statement.
I'll,
I don't know.
I'll eat them all for you, Daisy Chain. I'll let you know.
All right.
And he starts rubbing his tits.
So,
He walks away.
so
You're left alone on the patio. Richard Nixon again running up and saying, "We lost the Yoshi. I'm so sorry, Daisy Chain. There was a pit, and we were falling in it, and we were forced to jump and lost the Yoshi the entire time."
Two hands on Richard's face.
He starts sweating, and he had some water in his mouth, and he spits it out on his shoes, on his Crocs.
Oh, Richard. I know you'll find another Yoshi. It can't be that far away. How many Yoshis are there in the game?
I don't know, Daisy Chain. I've only found 3. We've been playing for 4 months.
Well, you found 3. Here, wait. I take my comm link and I Google Super Mario World strategy guide, and I show it to him and I say, "Hey, bring this back. All right, with nothing on it, but look at this."
My fucking God, it's the mother load. Oh, it's like Watergate all over again. All the secrets.
We like sample our own sounds, like from the deaths of pigs, and like that's what trillions of dead cops is about. You know, like rest in peace.
I could never pronounce-
I used to be in a band as John Lennon with one leg dragging behind him.
Oh, yeah.
One arm not moving and the other one gesturing like this. I used to be in a band. I was singer, songwriter, and I did a bunch of other stuff. It was good.
This is the worst fucking day of my life.
It was a good band. Would you hand me a Mountain Dew? We keep them in the fridge.
Somehow worse than the death of my friends.
I'd love to sing you a song, except I can't anymore. Ever since I found out my love of my life is still alive somehow and won't talk to me anymore. We went to get coffee one time and she said I was a loser now. I believe it was mostly because fucking Walt Disney over here kept talking about mouse shit the whole time.
Wait, he came with you to meet your
I have
wife?
social anxiety, I do. John Lennon's got social anxiety and can't get out there. Imagine going out by yourself, being all you can be. Instead, I go everywhere with my 2 boys. I do.
Bowser lets you out into the world?
Well, we snuck out because we felt like being bad boys for once.
That's a very bad boy. You know what could happen if you're discovered by the mainstream media.
Anyway, where's that Mountain Dew? Put it in my good hand. My other one's stupid now. That's why I don't play guitar no more.
Here you go, John.
Also, I can't sing anymore, what with me going through this ice, and now I have a shitty accent. And I'm not from Liverpool
I
no
know.
more. John Lennon's not. No, he ain't. Thanks for the Mountain Dew. And then because he only has one hand, he opens it with his teeth. You see one of his front teeth like wiggle badly, and then he starts drinking it horribly.